Hello and welcome back to the Folio Society reviews. Today we're going to take a look at a book from the Folio Society summer collection. This is the new book Steppenwolf by Hermann Hesse. It was written in German in 1927 and this edition is translated from the German by David Horrocks. And Hermann Hesse was a German-born author and poet who also wrote the novella Siddhartha, which I read. But this book is bound in a heat-sensitive paper. It's printed and blocked in a design by one of my new favorite artists, Dan Hillier. He illustrated the Call of Cthulhu that Folio Society released last year. But I have to say this book is actually probably now my favorite standard edition from the Folio Society. I absolutely love this book when it comes to its quality and its design and the material used, even though it's paper. And yeah, I will show all of the little details with this book. And Dan Hillier, fantastic artist. So here we have the front cover. You can see the wolf down here, and there are some incredible details. So you can see these patterns here, they are actually cut inside the paper, so it has a very nice texture, this book. And the quality of the print here is also very well done. But here is the spine. With Hermann Hesse Steppenwolf and the Folio Society logo down here. And at the back cover we get the wolf. And I have to say that the book really exceeded my expectations. And while the book looked pretty good on the website and all, you will be surprised probably by the book itself when you hold it and when you can take a closer look at it. But the book is bound in paper, so don't expect too much durability from this book. It's probably just like all other paper-bound books. Not sure why it's called heat-sensitive paper on the Folio Society site. But yeah, let's take a look inside the book. And when we open up the book, we get some fantastic end papers by Dan Hillier. And these are printed and spot varnished actually, even though it's quite hard to tell. But the stars are spot varnished. And here comes the title page, and just look at that. And this is printed on a photo paper, but it continues on the regular Blurb paper on this side. But I like the detail that at least used a photo paper for the illustration here, the frontispiece. But here we have Hermann Hesse Steppenwolf, translated by David Horrocks from the German and illustrated by Dan Hillier. And this is a book from the summer collection, like I said, published in 2018. And here's the copyright page. We can see that the book is printed on Abbey paper and it's printed and bound in Germany. And the paper that the book is bound in is called Napura paper. And here we have the content. We get a translator's note, we get Steppenwolf, we get author's postscript and also explanatory notes. Here's some information about Hermann Hesse and David Horrocks, and also Dan Hillier. And here's the translator's note. And then the book begins, so no introduction to this edition. And the book itself is actually not illustrated, so you get 0 illustrations from Dan Hillier except the one in the frontispiece and the binding design. But instead of illustrations we get this interesting pamphlet that is something I've never seen on a book before. So it is a pamphlet inside the book that is bound within the book itself. And this is also illustrated and made by Dan Hillier. And before we move on and talk about the paper used for this book and text size, I just want to go through this little pamphlet and show what it's all about. So in the book I assume that the protagonist finds these pamphlets and reads it, or something like that. You can actually read here that I was amazed and suddenly filled with foreboding to see on the cover of this sheep pamphlet the title on Steppenwolf tract. So it says here that it is a sheep pamphlet, and I have to say that this is actually not a great quality pamphlet. It's just a regular coated paper, nothing fancy. You can see the text here they have used looks like it was written on a cheap typewriter, and I guess that was the look they were going for, so I can't blame them there. But yeah, the idea to have this facsimile inside the book is very interesting, and I'm glad they decided to do it. It definitely adds some immersion to the reading experience, and here you can see the text for mad people only. But now let's talk a bit about the text size and the paper used. This is Abu Wove, standard Abu Wove paper. It is on the thicker side, not much bleed through, but they've used a pretty small type, definitely a bit smaller than medium text size. And here is the author's postscripts, where he talks about how people have misunderstood this novel. And here are the explanatory notes. And the book is in total 194 pages long. And the end papers at the back are the same, with the spot varnished end papers. And the book is of course smooth sewn with acid-free pH neutral paper. The headband is black and red, and the spine is rounded. And here you can also see the pamphlet inside the book, and it looks like that from above. And they have done a very great job with this binding. It opens up very well for being such a short book. It's not tight at all. A great job from the Folio Society and the binders. And with the book we also get a slipcase that matches the color of the binding. That was the review of Steppenwolf by Hermann Hesse. I hope you enjoyed the review and found it helpful. I also got another book from the summer collection, The Snow Leopard by Peter Mathiasen. But I do absolutely recommend this book based on its physical appearance. I will probably read it in the upcoming weeks after I finish The Perennial Philosophy by Aldous Huxley. But yeah, solid work from the Folio Society with both of these books. And if you have any questions about this book or any other book in my collection, then please leave a comment and I will answer it as quickly as I can. And if you want to support this channel, you can do so in two ways. You can either go to my Patreon page, or you can use my Tashin affiliate link, which you will find down below in the description. But other than that, I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I hope I will see you all next time. Goodbye.